We good. We good. This should be straight. Hey, Mike, check 1 2 1 2. Man, that was a good little nap. Hey, first and foremost, everybody out there, I want to wish you, everybody you love, everybody you don't love, man, a happy New Year. All right. I know we had these New Year's resolutions and stuff every year, right? That we gonna do something different. That we gonna, take over this year, or this is our year and all that good stuff, man. So we hear that, man. We hear that, and that's really up to you to believe in that, to actually pursue that, because it's possible, right? So happy New Year first and foremost again. But my thing is it's up to you, right? If you look at this being another year that you actually been blessed to enter, knowing that we lost people in the past, lost people within the last few months. This one thing you learn as you get older. Things you learn when you get older is you got to stop avoiding the things that's perceived to be difficult in your life, man. So as I said in my title, quit running from the difficulties of your life, man. Run towards that shit and conquer the shit, man. That's what you have to do now. Now, it's easier said than done, but it becomes easier once you actually make it up in your mind that it's going to be something you're going to do. Whatever it is in your life that hurts, that brought you pain, that caused you pain, right? Things that you have procrastinated on doing, but you know you need to do it, and you know that once you actually do it, things will get better in some ways if you understand how this thing works. Quit avoiding that shit, man, because it don't feel too good. We're talking about emotionally, physically, mentally. You running from a certain task. You running from certain things in your life that you shouldn't be running from. And then you wondering why things are going the way it's been going. So just this being a new year, you can't start off clean. Now, if you don't believe in all that, then fuck what I'm saying, right? Fuck what I'm saying. If you don't believe in the new year, and it's going to be the same old shit, dog. All right, man, we got you. We got you, man. For the people who believe in things like the new year, and you actually can see, okay, it's January 1st. Whatever you didn't do last year, it's January 1st now. And you can try to do something now that can change your life by the end of the year. It's on you, though. Like, if you feel you just too old, man, and nothing's gonna happen anyway, then hey, fuck it, nothing's gonna happen. You right. Or if you feel like you too young and you got all day, you can wait till next year in 2027 and 2028 to figure this shit out, then okay, you go ahead. But one thing I do know about the people who procrastinate when they are young enough, or even if you older, when you push shit off because you want to go based on, okay, I got next year, I got 2 years from now. This is what you think. And you don't know if you'll be here. And of course, you've heard people say that, right? What up, Raul? What up? But in the case of knowing that that's not how life works, that's not how time works, to where you could take shit for granted now because you're thinking about 4 or 5 years from now because of how things been going prior. Yes, more than likely, you may be alive, you may be healthy, you may be well, right, in 3, 4, 5 years, but that wouldn't be guaranteed for why you would have to avoid taking care of certain things like right now. See, when people say, I'm gonna wait until, like what Raul said, right, 2027, 2028, 2030, right? That really applies to when you got something already in motion now, and yeah, you're gonna see it through until 2027. It has to be something already going on now for you. You can't just say, I'm gonna wait until 2027 to get some shit going that I can get right now going. You see what I mean? If you look at greats, if you look at people who've made a mark in his life, man, they don't necessarily have to wait until something later. They get it done. And yet, what separate them from everybody is that they are not running from shit. And I'm just speaking on this really to black people on that one, right? Because, you know, black people, we do embrace more negatives than positive, right? And we do thrive and struggle shit, right? And if you look at the average black man or average black woman, they actually have potential to change the shit around if they want to, but they don't. And the reason why they don't, because they look at other people around and they measure themselves to them. And if they're not really doing, other people not really doing anything major, then they feel like they don't have to necessarily do anything major just now, right? And that should always come back to bite you in your ass later on. Yes, it's a new year, but since it's the day one, since it's January 1st, something got changed, man. Now, the people like myself who's been working on things, man, for years already, you know, I don't feel too much of any of a difference. You know, I just look at this as, okay, well, this is going to roll into another year. It's like you already got something planned out. It's already working, and now it's going to go into another year. So you get excited to see how it's going to play out this year because you're going to be consistent and disciplined to keep moving, to keep it going, right? You know what I mean? But what I'm saying about the whole, you know, avoiding people who avoid things that are difficult, man, when it comes to what you've been looking for and what you've been waiting on, man, it's right there. It's right there, laying right there in the difficult things that you refuse to goddamn tackle. You refuse to go after. Everything you've been praying for, everything you've been wanting, it lies right there in the midst of difficulty. And it makes sense why it has to be that way. That shit makes sense, though, like a motherfucker. I do agree, right? Why does all the prosperity, the wealth, the change, everything I've been praying for, why does it have to be inside of the most difficult box that I must destroy and take? The most difficult challenges and adversities that I have to face. Why is it when I conquer that and when I defeat that, then everything goes right? Everything makes sense. That's how life is, man. This life, listen, the older you get, you realize the life we live in is not an easy life. And I don't know, maybe it's something we did in our last lifetime, right? For why we have to actually go through it in this lifetime. But the key to Earth, being a human, being someone who's living on Earth, the key to Earth, man, maybe it's the key to gravity. You know, you unlocking these codes. This shit makes sense more and more and more and more. That to get what you want while you living on Earth, you have to go after the hardest, the most challenging, the most difficult shit, man, and take control of that shit. And I can tell you right now, just based on what I've been doing with the last couple of months, man, this shit been wild and crazy, dog. This shit's been wild and crazy, man. This shit been wild and crazy on the things I've been attacking that I used to avoid and used to be hard to do. And now it's still challenging, though. That's the key thing about it. So I won't get bored with it. It still hurt. It still, I feel the pain, the burn. I feel all that, man, when I go through it. Whether it's mental or physical or emotional, I feel it every single time it gives me a run for my money. But I've been tackling that shit. And it's been bringing clarity on things that I didn't know or I didn't see. Even at this big age, you still can always learn. As long as you're living and breathing, it's going to be things you're going to learn regardless of how old you get, right? That you just did not know or you wouldn't know if you don't go out there certain things. What up, Rex? OG Rex. What's up, my nigga? How you doing, man? Happy New Year to you and your family, man. What up, Rex? Hey, I want people, listen, man, it's January 1st, man. It gotta be something your ass wanna do now and try to do it on a regular basis. And let's see what it's like by the summertime, right? Or by the end of the year, how they would change the way you saw some shit that you didn't see at one point and how they would benefit you as a person. But it's gonna lie right there in the most hardest thing you probably ever did, man. But it becomes simple. That's the key. That's the fairness of the game, man. The shit becomes simple. Not easy, simple. It's hard, but it's simple for you to do. I mean, you start getting better at doing it. Therefore, things get better around you. Like, you gotta think about this, man. You're not avoiding the difficult things in your life, right? You're not avoiding the difficult things in your life. You're not avoiding these challenges and temptations. I mean, these adversities, these adversities. You're not avoiding the adversity. You run into it. Guess what happens, man? That adversity submit to you every time, bro. Yes, it's mental. I'll give you that. Some people would say, you know, they don't have time to really pursue this shit the way they want to pursue it. And I would say to you, okay, well, if not now, then when? All right? If not now, then when? It ain't never going to be a really good time to get nothing started. It's never a good time, as we see living on earth and looking at the shit that goes on around you and the fact that something can come in your mind and in your heart and your spirit and it's telling you to do something, and yet you're going to put it off because you feel it's going to be a perfect time to actually get involved in it, man. It's not going to ever happen like that. It ain't ever worked like that, man. I swear to you. What is a good day to get something going? When? Now, I'm saying January 1st because it's a new year. When is a good day to get anything going? Like, when is a good day? Tell me a good day. A sunny day? Hell no, man. What up, Cola Roller, Fola? Oh, what's up, big mama? Say, Cola, listen, Cola, I must have put a comment. Let me find out you deleted my comment, man, under your video, dog, all right? It's gonna be an issue, right? I put a comment up under your shit, man. I swear to God, that shit was gone. I'm like, man, I know good and well Cola ain't deleted my shit, dog. I swear, dog. I'm about to get on her ass, my nigga, if she actually deleted a comment from Rude, dog. I swear, man. I don't even be commenting on nobody's shit, dog. In the very few times I do it, man. It was that the comment from yesterday. You had a video, a short, of the woman teaching her man how to hug other women, and that shit was funny as hell. And you deleted my shit, dog. You gonna delete my comment, man? That's cold-blooded. You said a mentor once told me it's hard, but it's fair, right? The most challenging thing in life. I appreciate it more. Listen, it lies right there in the most difficult shit. It gets to the point where you start seeking difficult things because you know it's something, it's a treasure. It's there. And everybody be avoiding that shit, dog. And then you wonder why, like, the people who stand apart, why they actually stand apart, you confused because you just want it to come to you and fall in your lap. And you look at these people who actually go after the difficult things in life. They don't run from adversity. And then you wonder why they actually get the results, right? So I'm looking at Cam Newton, right? I'm watching Cam Newton on one of his shorts. And they was talking about that guy, Anthony Richardson, who's a rookie, right? He played for the Colts. And Anthony Richardson, you know, he's a pretty good player, right? I don't know how good he's going to be as a quarterback. But what happened was they always kind of clowning him because he quit on his team because he got tired, right? He got out of breath. And he told the press, he said, look, the reason why I took myself out, even though they was losing, I took myself out because I couldn't breathe or I was tired. And Shannon Sharp, Cam Newton, everybody roasted him. But what Cam Newton said made sense. He said, look, this is not college, this is the NFL, right? Everybody are great athletes. He say, what separate the best players like the Lamar Jacksons from everybody else is because Lamar Jackson make that hard shit look easy. And that's why Lamar might be winning his third MVP. Somebody like a Lamar Jackson, who we know is damn good, but we didn't think he'll be this goddamn good. Well, we thought he'll be good, but not this good to where he's on the MVP level. And I think the Ravens might go to the Super Bowl, right? But he says the shit that Lamar be doing, that Patrick Mahomes be doing, that Derrick Henry, that Saquon Barkley, it's the shit they be doing that is hard for everybody else to do, but they make that shit look easy. So what is they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing that makes this shit look easy, dog? It's actually tackling the hard shit and actually perfecting it, knowing that this shit is not easy, but they getting better at doing that, right? And yes, you can't sit and tell me, man, I promise you can't sit and tell me that your ass is not going to separate from everybody else when you know everybody else is just looking for blessings and prayers and all of those shit and not trying to make nothing happen. And then here you go, bam, you going after things that everybody talking about they don't want to do. And you building character and a different mindset just by doing that. And you telling me, my nigga, you telling me you gonna stay like everybody else? How? If you did 100 push-ups a day, man, you telling me you gonna be like everybody else? Not the only person. Cam Newton, they had something to say. Cam Newton said something. It was he said something. He didn't say nothing on the show. It was what you call it, man. It was Shay and who else? Stephen A. No, Woody. Fucking Damon Woody, right? Offensive lineman. They was talking about him on the show, but like Cam Newton had a little something to say about it on the side, but he made sense. Ruth said, right, with my daughters. Doing great for you. Nah, shout out to your family, man. Say, look, man, do you believe, because I'm 39, right? I'll be pushing 40. I'll be at 40 this year, now, right? So do you guys believe that it's too late? Is it too late, man, for a 40 or 50-year-old? Because I don't think so, man. Because like what I'm looking at now, while I'm on the road, right, is I'm like, all right, this is something. I feel more energized now, right? Because I'm like, man, okay. Everything that I've been asking for is happening now. Like, it makes sense why it has to happen now, right? But it didn't happen in my 20s or 30s. But it like at the end of my 20s, I sacrificed the most of my 30s, right? Learning things and putting myself in a position, right? So now I'm saying, okay, well, maybe this was God's way of telling me that your best time would be when you older, to where you would appreciate it and you'll keep the shit, compared to being young, like a lot of young men, and you peak out when you're young and you actually get burnt out when you're 40. And I've noticed that shit, right? You got late bloomers in the world. That doesn't mean you slow or stupid or none of that, right? It means that your time come later because it's going to be more impactful. Things that it's going to be a landmark. Like when you actually get to this point, it's going to be a landmark for you. You're going to be here to stay. It's not like you'll be like them young athletes, young rappers made millions, and then all of a sudden they fucked up at 40, right? So I feel good. Like I feel actually like, man, this was worth the wait. Just the mindset, right? So I just want to know, like, to anybody else 40 or 50, do you think it's too late? Because it's something you've been wanting to do, but your ass just feel like your ass couldn't do it because you gave every excuse for why you couldn't do it. But now, as you sit down right now, like when your children get older, or when you realize that you may be, I'm gonna hope you ain't got to get sick to realize this shit though, right? But you see certain things that came up and it's in your mind to where you want to go after it, but you saying you 50 and you saying it's too late. How? What up, Mr. Music? How you doing? Yeah, it's never too late. Happy New Year to you. It ain't never too late, huh? Then why the hell folks be going around acting like it's too late, man? If it's not too late, what's stopping people from getting started? Like, whatever it is that you want to do, man, I promise you, from what I've learned about how you unlocking and you cracking codes in this life, and you open up certain portals for you to walk into, I know the power of consistency, right? I've heard people say this shit, you apply this shit and it makes sense. It's what you doing on a regular basis that you learn about this situation that takes you to another mindset, right? And even with somebody 40 or 50 years old, right? You 40 and you 50. And you doing something that it's not necessarily easy, but it's fun and it fits you. But you can actually get somewhere from getting a degree or just start traveling, right? Or starting your business though, right? How long I've been telling my goddamn mama, for instance, right? to write a book. And her cousin, she got a cousin by 70 and wrote her first children's book, man. I'm looking like mama. I said, mama, how in the hell you gonna tell me you been an English teacher, all this, you been a professor, all this shit, all our life, man, before we was born? 40 plus years, damn near 50 years, early 70s, mid 70s, that shit, right? I said, how you gonna go down? How your legacy gonna go down like this, right? And you ain't wrote a goddamn book. How long I've been telling my mama to write a goddamn book? For 10 years, man, I swear. My brother, right? 37. He in the school system, right? He worked with these children in high school, middle school. Everybody love him. All the kids love him on his Instagram, on his Facebook. Everybody fuck with him. My brother 37 years old, got a degree in business. I've been telling this goddamn nigga since I've been doing this, but really before this, I say, bro, you know what? You know what the world needs? They need black men like you. You ain't got no criminal record. You ain't got nothing holding you back, right? I say, look, think about what I'm about to tell you. I say, you good being a mentor or you good being connected with children. You're not disconnected from the kids, man. You connected. I said, how would it look now for the sake of history, your legacy, that if you go back to school, like we've been asking you to do, go back to school, get you a master's in school administration, whatever the degree that might be, and you try to become a goddamn principal of a school, man. I've been begging my brother to do that shit. I've been threatening my brother to do that shit, man. For about 4 years now, man. Probably longer than that. But really, since I've been doing this, I'm like, nigga, why haven't you went back to University of Houston or Rice? You can go back and get you a degree. I say, man, what the kids need are guys like you to be the principal. And you can change lives based on that. I said, but you want to play it short, but you want to get the big results. And that's where we fuck up as black people, is you want to play the small game, but you want the big respect. Nigga, that ain't how it work. I say, when you 37, I say in your 40s and 50s, you could be a principal, especially if I were old high school, if not a school. Because you telling me all your partners, you done told me 3 dudes. How the fuck I don't know what I'm saying, bro? You done told me 3 dudes who are principals of some school around Houston, man. And you telling me this is not something being put in your face, dog. Like when I'm saying, and now you telling me this shit, you saying you want to go another route, right? I said, then you be rapping too. So let's imagine if you was a principal of a school, you ran a school, and then on top of that, man, for talent shows and pep rallies, man, you and that bitch rapping, and you got them young dudes and young girls with that rapping, dancing, y'all lit like a motherfucker. That'd be how you would get on. It won't be no gangsta ass shit. It won't be no street shit. It won't be no shit like that. It'll be you being a rapping principal, dog. Why the fuck my brother ain't took advice, man? To this goddamn knowledge I've been trying to tell his ass. And why my mama ain't fucking around, wrote this goddamn book. I've been telling my mama that I'm on the road. I said, mama, look, man, what you want to do at 75, man? You want to write a book, man? Goddamn, man. I'll put the money up behind this shit. What the fuck is you doing, man? But what's going to happen? This is what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. You say writer's block is a real thing. What's up, Love Wisdom? What up? What up? Happy New Year. Nina Pink, Happy New Year. What up? Writer's block is a real, I'm sure it is. What's going to happen? I think they waiting on me. That's just the call. I told my mother this shit. I said, my brother waiting to see what the fuck I'm going to do. And then as soon as I do it, he going to jump. I told my brother how much I done stacked up. That nigga ass thought I was lying. And he was talking about what shit will. Like he want me to put him in position. I'm like, nigga, you got to do what the fuck I tell you to do first, man. Do what the hell. When you 50, nigga, you ain't gonna be mad that you was a principal, dog, right? You procrastinating. It's January 1st, nigga. All right, my mama. Y'all be wanting me to do all it. Cool. When I ask y'all to do something, y'all give me the excuse, right? I said, I'm not even asking. This the cold thing I told my mama. I was in Ohio. right? I told my mother this shit. I said, look, I'm not even asking you and my brother to do some shit that's really against y'all or it's not even up your alley, bro. Y'all both know what I'm saying is on point, but y'all scary than a motherfucker. I said, Mom, look, I ain't asking you to do nothing else but what the hell you've been doing for why people come to you and ask you to proofread their papers or write papers for them. So my mother done did shit like that, done wrote character like reference papers type shit, right? For people to get folks out of jail or to get lesser sentences and stuff like that. Folks that we went to church with, right? Or anybody who's writing something, they always go to my mother to proofread the shit. How in the hell you gonna tell me you been doing this kind of shit in my life, man, all my life, dog? For the reason why I can write and my brother can write. We can write, I can read, we can do all that, right? But I'm talking about write, punctuality's on point, everything be on point, bro. I be playing on YouTube like I ain't on that, nigga, but I be doing this shit. Can write a whole paper, writing cursive, handwriting on point, all of those shit, my nigga. My mama been, nigga, teaching since the goddamn early mid-70s, man. And you telling me, man, an English teacher, a professor, done taught at goddamn from TSU or University of Houston downtown or ACC. Then goddamn everywhere she go, people remember her from the 80s and shit when she was teaching at school. I'm like, okay, am I asking y'all to do some shit that goes against you naturally? I'm not asking y'all to do no goddamn, like, Mom, I ain't asking you to come drive no truck. Man, what is you doing? I say this, see what my mother told me about. She just told me, this is why I got in this truck driving shit, right? I was looking at Devastating on Bone Channel. And I'm like, man, I might get into that shit, bro. Then my mother told me about it. She just said, mention it because, her neighbor asked, do Russell want to drive these trucks for UPS? And so I'm looking at Devastating when he would get on Bond Panel in 2021 and 22, and he would be driving. I thought that was just so cool just to be driving at night and just nobody on the road. I'm like, man, that's something I could do, right? And then my mother told me, man, you've been driving since you was about 13, 12, 13 years old by yourself on freeways, man. We've been trusting you since you were 14, 15 for sure with everybody calls. And she made sense, right? I'm the best driver behind my daddy. Can drive all out of town, can drive here all in the middle of the night, get us there, get us back safe and all that, right? So it's a natural thing. I just love driving like my daddy, right? Smooth when I drive. So my mother told me this. And she was like, man, you ever just thought about just going ahead and just try to drive them trucks, man? And I ain't never thought about this shit, right? Until they really started making it clear. It hit me around 2022, right? I'm like, well, goddamn, I'm seeing this shit. And then my mother gonna reaffirm and confirm this shit. And I'm like, well, damn, this is the hell motherfucking yeah. And it just felt better. It felt better to hear. And what that was is they telling me something I already can do well. Why the fuck I'm not making anything of it? So what I'm seeing with my brother and my mother is that y'all trying to, I don't know, y'all want to see me do something, huh? All right, cool. To light a fire up under y'all ass, though, right? So I'm doing the same shit that y'all pretty much told me is up my alley, so I can go ahead and do it because I do it well anyway. My mother don't trust my brother's driving. I mean, he can drive, but he's not no driver like me. That's why she told me to do it. She don't want, I even asked, I said, what about him driving? She said, hell no, I don't want him doing all that, man. I don't think, he's not just no hell of a driver like that. My mother don't have to worry about me on this road, man. She know I can drive, man. So when it comes down to my brother and my mother, if I'm saying, y'all procrastinating, it's a new year, y'all procrastinating, right? It ain't just them two, I'm giving them as an example. Even if I'm telling about my mother and brother, what I'm asking y'all to do is right up y'all alley. And y'all feel the way I'm feeling right now. Mama, you write your goddamn first book. We get this shit published, man. I say it can be an autobiography. It can be a children's book. It could be whatever you just want to talk about, man. What is it you want to talk about? My mama tried to get started like 10 years ago and stopped. I'm like, man, what the hell? I asked her a few months ago, I asked her a few weeks ago, I said, man, do you still want to write this book? Yeah, you 75, so the fuck what, man? When your cousin wrote that book, I'm not saying you felt slighted, but you know that was supposed to be when everybody went to whatever little spot y'all went to, and it's to premiere her book. This woman older than you. This woman got to be damn near 80 years old, man, and wrote her a children's book, man. And you telling me All that shit you've been writing, all these. Come on, man, you play. My brother, all these schools you associated with through Houston, around the Humble area, around the Spring area, around you know all these goddamn kids coming up, man. Everybody fuck with you. But if I tell you go become a principal, so you won't be getting undermined by teachers and shit like you was telling me, right? You getting undermined by, I say you being undermined by the shit because your ass supposed to be on top of the shit, nigga. You supposed to be the boss of the shit. That's why everybody see what you doing and they can come at you sideways because they know you whatever you doing, right? You just in the school system. But you trying to play this lesser role but have a great impact. I say, nigga, fuck that. You 37, right? Like I'm 39. I say, nigga, look, you got to go back to school and become the boss of the shit. Like some undercover. You could be playing an undercover boss role right now, nigga. And actually go become the boss. But see, to make this shit work, you got to actually go to school right now. Within the next 2 years, get your degree, bro. By the time you 40, my nigga, it can look like you was the undercover boss the whole goddamn time, my nigga. That's the story I'm saying. Do you see the vision? What is you saying? Now you would be calling the same people in the office is gonna sit down and talk, dog, and you like, yeah, they were like, hey, Mr. McCarter, what the you the boss the whole time? Hell, the motherfucker, yeah, I was, nigga. What you talk? You thought I was just somebody just walking around in the hallway or substituting and all that just for the hell of it? Hell, yeah, I was the goddamn boss the whole time. I think my brother's scared though, man. Of running and shit. Cola say, hold on, let me go up. Hold on. Here go Cola. Cola say, I've been dodging becoming a massage therapist, but my clients have been continuously reminding me of my gift. Writer's block is a real thing. Love Wilson, I wrote my first book. Look at Love Wilson. I wrote my first book last year. Just do it scared. Do it. Man, do it scared. That's what, see what you just said, Love Wisdom, is what people got to hear. Do it scared, dog. Do it scared. Yeah, you do it scared. I guess we got to hear that shit as black people, right? Do the shit scared, dog. Don't do it when you good. Do it when you afraid, man. Do it when you afraid. Yes, do it when you afraid. Why we afraid of being afraid, man? Or why we can't acknowledge that, hey, we might just be a little scared. All right, what we gonna do while we scared then, all right? We scared, right? You scared? Hell yeah, I'm scared, bro. That don't mean you scary though, nigga. It mean I'm just, when you say you scared, it's more pretty much I don't know the outcome, so I'm just tripping on the outcome, man. I just kind of like wanted to end like this, but however it end, I'm gonna adjust, right? I'm gonna adjust according to it. But I'm scared, right? I'm scared. Don't get me wrong, I'm scared. Even rooting being scared, driving through certain these little spots. Like I'm in Pennsylvania right now, right? So it's just at nighttime when I'm driving through certain things, man, and I'm looking like, what the fuck where I'm at? Okay. I'm not scared, but I'm like, okay, this is something. I might be a little scared. We're gonna drive through this motherfucker. I'm not scared though. We're gonna drive through this whole, man. Do it scared, man. I've been on chapter 2 for a year, right? On a few now, I've been working on it. Right? I had a lot of distractions, but things are starting to get back on track. Congrats on everything. Listen, man. Listen. She said, to be a great leader, you have to first follow, man. Someone to go straight in the top. Yeah. My oldest daughter's an amazing writer, right? Doing motivational speaking. I can't drive at night. Listen, man. Listen. I like driving at night because nobody really be on the road. We talking about like 10, 11, 12 o'clock. I love driving at that time. 8, 7, 8, not so much. But we have to actually, what Love Wisdom has got to saying, right? I'm going to tell my mama this shit today, watch. I'm going to say, look, do it scared, then. Do it while you scared. Be scared as hell and start doing this shit. Be scared. What? All right. Look. Are we afraid? I think we're afraid of the embarrassment. I don't think we scared. My bad. Excuse me. We're not scared of shit. We're not. Black people ain't scared, bro. Black folks not scared. It's the embarrassment. I think it's the reception of, like, you want people to, you scared about how folks going to receive the shit. Let me give you an example, right? Y'all been seeing that TikTok where it's a dude. His name Michael Knight, right? He played the violin, and he got these people dancing and shit to his little beat he doing. Come on, don't you get the concept? Do you not understand the concept? Some shit like that, right? And it's the violin beat. You remember that? It's like a Thriller suspense. It's like man, that shit cold and motherfucker. So this dude doing some shit like that, he not scared to play the violin, but or you just want to know, are people gonna fuck with this shit? Will this become trendy? Are people gonna shut it down? So I think black people have to actually embrace the embarrassment, being laughed at. It's like, I look at certain people and I say, you know what? That person don't mind doing it because they don't mind being laughed at. They don't mind being clowned. And then you got so many other people, they see how mean everybody can be, and they like, oh no, I don't want to ever go through no shit like that, man. I don't want to ever see what it's like for people to do me the way they did him or her. Man, listen, I guess that's the pain I'm talking about, huh? That's the difficulty of being laughed at. I think, look. Us being on these panels, as a matter of fact, I've told y'all this shit, right? Years ago. I said us being on these panels, us interacting amongst a whole bunch of people, whether we just talking shit, whether folks getting on camera, whatever it may be, hey, people know the backlash come with it. And after a while, you doing this, right? You're not going to be afraid of what people got to say. You're not going to be scared. You're not going to be ashamed or none of that, right? So folks can just be talking shit to you in the chat and then eventually become numb. And that rolls over into real your reality, right? To where whatever you want to get going in your real life, you know it's going to be some hecklers. It's going to be people throwing tomatoes at you. It's going to be all right, then, but you ready for that. That's not an issue. So that don't fuck with you no more. So when we all got started on this shit, everybody was like, I don't want nobody saying anything bad about me. That's natural. You don't want nobody laughing at you. You don't want to be clowned, embarrassed. We get past that gay ass shit, my nigga, and now we like, okay, this what goes with this shit. This is not something that's abnormal. I must get laughed at. I have to get laughed at. I need for people to laugh. I need folks to roast this shit, talk bad about it, criticize this shit in a heavy way, right? Because I need to know if it's real. It won't be real if motherfuckers not really talking shit about it. It gotta be that, bro. It can't be everybody talking good about the shit, right? So even if I present myself a certain way, you looking for people to be talking noise. Let folks talk their noise and talk shit about you so you'll know. You can check the temperature just based on that, right? And then once that's passed, it's like, well, damn, what the fuck? Well, what the fuck else can a person do to stop me? We'll go to right shit. I think we're scared, right, of the success, right? Knowing we can't bring it right with that. But goddamn, love and wisdom. It's the reason why you name yourself. Look, love, wisdom. Look, listen, man, that's some hell of a love and wisdom right there. I was telling a homegirl of mine a while back, I said, look, we scared of success, right? People be scared because everybody gonna start depending on you for answers because they figure you actually figured this out, so therefore you must know what you're talking about, and it's gonna become overwhelming. That's a bunch of people, old and young, that's gonna come to you, and you not ready to take on the responsibility of guiding people through the right door, right? Because you don't want to necessarily be wrong about where you send them. Because you're going to feel guilty knowing that, but goddamn, I told you to do that. And look what happened, dog. I'm to blame for that shit, right? That's one thing. And then also, it's the fact that you don't know how big your ass would get, right? So if I used to ask questions about why these rappers and these singers and the ones who had a good buzz, why they just fell off. And that's the reason why. They didn't know how big this shit was going to get. And they weren't prepared for how big the thing was going to get, right? They thought it was going to be just, let's say a food truck, a little mini hair salon, right? My daughter's scared in the motherfucker, man. I done bought my daughter all the hair tools because she do my hair, man. And I know she be doing hair good, right? I done told my daughter to get some clientele, for instance, right? And I said, just get you some clientele, man, and do their hair for free the first few times and then charge them $100. And then just do that, man, until you get to high school, right? My daughter still ain't did that shit for me at all, right? Why? Because she know, based on how she do my hair, I'm like, man, you're going to get people beating down your door. You don't know how big this could become for you at 14, right? You thinking it'll be you just doing it in your mama house or doing it in my mom. It's like, you don't know this might take you to being on some Kim Kimble type shit, right? On some Tabitha type. You be on TV. You scared of that. What the fuck you scared of, man? You doing hair, right? This is what you do well, right? This is one thing. We ain't saying you can't do nothing else. This is just one thing you do good, right? But you scary, man. You scared of that shit? Because you don't know how big this shit gonna become, huh? Oh my God, man, I didn't know this shit was gonna get this goddamn big. I just thought it was gonna be, I thought I was gonna have just my food truck, man. And I didn't know this shit was gonna become people asking me to come over across seas and shit to come and do this and have they offered me a restaurant deal, a deal for a restaurant. What the fuck? That didn't sign up for no. Listen, man, I'm looking at Giannis, right? Antetokounmpo, right, for the Bucks. And even Nikola Jokic, right, for the Denver Nuggets, right? They both done won the MVPs multiple times. And they both done won championships, right? They both done won finals MVPs. And Giannis, when he first won in around 2018, 2019, right? He accepted the award, he started crying. And it sounded like some shit I would say, man. I don't know if I coach a nigga or not, right? But me trying to be humble and respectful, sounds like some shit I would say, right? The dude said he was crying, and he said he didn't play the game of basketball to win these awards, man. He played it because he wanted to contribute to the game of basketball. He didn't expect, not saying he was shitting on the award, right? Not at all. But he was just being humble by saying he just never thought that him being who he is, it would take him to the MVP level and being one of the best players in the league type shit, right? Like he just thought he'd just be good enough to actually contribute to a team. And a lot of us had that mindset. But what happened when that motherfucking shit skyrocketed, dog? Goddamn, what happened, my nigga? What happened when this shit shoot to the moon? Perfect timing. You at the moon with this shit. And it's so uncomfortable up there. You lonely up there, man. And you got to come back down here with the regular folk. Man, come on, man. You can't fold like that. That's folding right there, man. Cola folding, man. Cola be folding, dog. She be folding, my nigga. All right, have a good day, Cola, all right? Cola, you been there folding, man. We're going to see what you want to do this year, Cola, because everybody telling you to become the massage therapist. Go ahead and go for it. Cola ass don't. She's staying right here because she say, look, man, y'all don't really want to see me. Get out of here, dog. Y'all don't want to see me, man. She said, look, y'all don't want to see me, bro. Y'all don't want to see me because I'm telling you, dog, I've been sparing y'all ass, dog. If y'all let me go ahead and just lay back, look, chill, Cola, dog. Cola don't want to get on the panel because she going to take over the panel. She don't want to start hosting panels because everybody gonna come to her channel, man. She trying to let us know she's sparing us. She's showing us grace and mercy because if she really go, who gonna stop her? Man, I'm telling you right now, man. Go on here and go. Ain't nobody supposed to stop you. What you saying? That's all I had to say, man. I wasn't gonna be too long on this one. I just wanted to run that, right? Let me go inside here, man. Get something to eat real quick. All right? Like I say, once again, man, look, Happy New Year to all you guys and your family, man. Happy New Year to you and your family. Today is a day you can get something started today. See where you would be in 3 months. Do it on a regular basis, man. Do it scared. Listen, embrace the negativity that comes with it. Get ready to get laughed at and clown, man. Look, have all that, man. Listen, don't run from that. Embrace that shit. That's what you need. You see what I'm at? Y'all take it easy, man. Take it easy, all right?